They're clearly cooking up something major. Clearly, there's a rush on everything. And here's the thing. We were looking at the rush on things that were happening in the legacy system, but there's also a rush on things that's happening in the new financial system, right? And we're seeing more and more of that, like this here with RCHAX. First of all, Ripple's cooking up something big. I'm very confident. Like, of course, there's no guarantees, but I'm very confident that they're looking at next year and saying, this is our year, right? And they're looking to do something major, make some major announcements. That's why all these things have been happening this year. And we're seeing the setup. Look at all the partnerships, all the expansions on partnership. And Ripple's not the only one. You got Ripple, who has expanded on a partnership. You have other companies like Chainlink expanding on partnerships. They did that with, I think it was with Swift. And then also they expanded on some partnerships with the banks that are in Australia, right? I mean, they're all in this rush. 2025 could be a massive, massive year. All right. But here's what the article says. It says, RCHAX, the UK-based FCA regulated digital asset exchange broker and custodian, has introduced a tokenized version of Aberdeen's US dollar liquidity fund on the XRP ledger. The launch marks the first tokenized money market fund available on XRP. I see what they're doing. Did you hear what we talked about the other day? Right? They're not slick. They're not slick. Am I jumping out there? Am I just jumping out the window if I'm thinking that they're looking for a way to force the cash pile on the side, which we know is trillions now, right? We've been talking about that for a long time, following it for like a year or two now. Am I jumping out the window by thinking that they're trying to find a way to force that cash pile onto chain? Or even if you took a piece of that, remember, it's 7 trillion and growing. 7 trillion and growing. If they were to find a way, because everything's going to be digitized, everything's going to be tokenized. This is why they're trying to get out in the front of everything. Not just Ripple, but other companies as well. But Ripple is here showing you, hey, they're trying to get in front of this. Someone's going to be the first to have a piece of that, if not the whole thing, move across them. Listen, like I said, a piece is enough. But look at this money market fund. Why the focus on that? Then here's the other thing to keep in mind. We've heard a lot of the verbiage coming out of these banks about, they pretty much don't like money market funds. They don't like money market funds. They don't like MBFIs. All right. Because they can't compete with them. They're losing a lot of business. And, yes, there are traditional money market funds, but a lot of these are going to NBFIs that they can operate in a lot of different ways, offer yield that the banks can't offer. They can move and maneuver in a lot of ways banks can't maneuver. They don't like that. They don't like that. So they've spoken a lot against that. But if that makes sense, my apologies. My wording is a little bit broken up. But the banks behind the scenes, I know we're seeing a lot of the big companies step up right now and they're saying, hey, we want DLT. They literally said that in a video the other day. Did you see that analysis video the other day with the Digital Pound Foundation? I could go deeper. Do you want me to go deeper? There's more videos. They try to bury information. Just let me touch on this and I'll circle back around to what we were originally talking about. Notice a lot of these companies do information dumps. Why do they do that? There's a reason for everything, you know. In my opinion, they do information dumps when they want a particular audience to have access to this. It's like an archive type thing. They could go back and look at this information, or they could look at this apart from any in-person meetings, so they can have that information anytime that they want. But they don't want you and I to be able to see that information. So they dump 12 videos all in one day. Who can watch all of that? Each video is like an hour, maybe 2. Who can watch all of that, right? Thank goodness there's a few of us that go. I can't go through everything myself. I can't. But we go through. I might go through some. Someone else is going through some. And we're going to find something. We're going to find out what they're talking about that they want buried. Notice how they don't start getting into the hot topics until like 20 minutes, 30 minutes into the video. Why is that? Why can't we start off cooking from the beginning of the video? Because they know most people, in my humble opinion, they know most people are not going to make it 20 minutes, 30 minutes into that video. They're not. It's a good way to put information out there, but bury it at the same time. They don't want the people to know. They don't want them too bullish. They don't want them knowing there's a golden age of crypto coming. There is. All the signs point there. Wait. Where do we leave off here? We were talking about RTAX, real world asset tokenization. They're launching the first tokenized money market fund on the XRPL. It says, with the announcement of the money market fund, XRP price has gained over 10%. That's nothing. I'm not worried about anything. You want me to be real with you? I'm not worried about anything XRP is doing right now. I'm not. Right now, no, I'm here for the future. If you like this is big for the future, not now. This is a beginning. This is not where it ends. Where XRP should end. Not financial advice. Make up your own mind. You believe what you want about XRP. We all have our own thoughts. But in my humble opinion, where XRP should end should be nowhere near where it is right now. That's nothing. That is nothing. The cake, you're just getting a taste of a slice. The cake is much bigger. In the middle is much richer. But this is my humble opinion. So XRP price gained over 10%. All right. The fund is part of Aberdeen's broader euro, 3.8 billion euro US dollar liquidity portfolio. I don't know why they wrote it like that. That's exactly how they wrote it. And stems from a collaboration between RTAX and Ripple, a blockchain focused enterprise solutions provider. Ripple has committed $5 million to tokens in the fund. Tokenized money market funds have already surpassed. Here's the thing, people, and I've heard some verbiage and I just don't understand it. Listen, as a person who has followed money market funds very closely for some time now, listen, there's $7 trillion sitting there. $7 trillion already highly liquid that needs to be put on distributed ledger technology, needs to be digitized, because that's where everything is going. $7 trillion. You tell me how that's small. I see a lot of people write off, the money market, but they just put the market, they just take the money market fund market. That sounds funny. Money market fund market, but they just take it and throw it in the trash. I just don't understand that. I don't know if it's a lack of understanding. Maybe they're seeing something I'm not. I don't know. I consider that. I consider all the possibilities. I want to know the truth about things, right? So I have to think with 360 degrees of mind. But how do you just throw $7 trillion in the trash that has to be digitized? That money that value is going to move. They had predicted for 2 years that it was going to move into the stock market. What did I say? I said, no, it's not going into the stock market. It's not. Not with all the top economists saying there's a bubble, even though whether things look good or not, they said it's a bubble. Nobody's taking that risk. But what's going up? What is looking like it's on a steady upward trajectory? What's getting more and more clarity each day? Crypto. And you see people grab, even right now, this isn't the biggest that crypto is going to be. This isn't all the money that crypto can make. Not even close. We're still in the baby step stage, nascent phase. All the pros said it. That's why I'm saying it. This is easily looked up. But even now, people have been grabbing lots of value, making lots of money even now. Imagine what's going to happen in the future. These big companies know that. This is a beginning. People are not seeing the big picture. They're showing you little hints that this is about to get serious very quickly. Very quickly. So no, I take that serious. I see money market fund. My ears are like, oh, wait, what's going on here? So once again, it didn't go into the stock market. Where's it going to go? Once again, maybe I'm wrong, but I've been studying this very closely. It looks like they're waiting on crypto and NFTs, and they're waiting on crypto to be unleashed. Once there's this change in the SEC regime, if that happens, when that happens, maybe crypto will be unleashed. I think they're waiting to see if that's going to happen. And then let's watch that cash pile on the side, because if it moves, the earth will shake. Wallets will explode. Are we here to make money or not? I'm here to make some money, right? All right. So I'm watching that closely. This is interesting. So now, okay, wait, let me not go too long for this. See, articles like this get me fired up. You start talking about things like this. You have my attention for sure. This is huge, which is funny. I think a lot of people will write that type of information off like it's nothing. How numb have we become? I haven't become numb. That's huge. But wait, what is this about? You guys tell me. It says Ripple CLO shares victory tweet. What's this about? Let's scroll down here and find out. Let's find out together. Why not? Right? We're a team here. Ripple CLO shares victory tweet is settlement with the SEC coming. Settlement, really? Let's find out what this is all about, because I don't know. Speculations of a Ripple settlement with the U.S. Securities Exchange Commission. Wait a minute. Oh, so I saw another article earlier. and it's always disturbing to me. It was from an ex SEC official of some sort. You always have these ex officials coming out and smacking down every piece of news that comes out. And the ex SEC official was saying there will not be a settlement. And I was like, I was wondering to myself, what is he talking about? I just saw the headline. I didn't read the article. I didn't need that negativity in my life, my life at the time. You got to regulate your energy. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you got to go away from that negativity, right? Even if it's just the news. And sometimes you take it on. It's up to you, right? But you regulate your energies. But anyway, and I was saying, what is he talking about? What settlement is he talking about? I guess this is what he's addressing here. Something is going on. Okay, let's continue now that I said that. Speculations of a Ripple settlement with the U.S. SEC have gained momentum following a victory tweet from CLO Stuart Alderati. Rumors have made the rounds within the XRP community since SEC Chair Gary Gensler announced retirement plans. So that's official. Retirement plans on November 21st. The speculations have attracted notable crypto enthusiasts. Okay. All right. Tell me, but give me the info. What did Alderati say? That's what I want to know. Meanwhile, the settlement rumors may have gained more credence after a thought-provoking tweet from Ripple's chief legal officer, Stuart Alderati. In a November 23rd update, Alderati hinted that the years-long legal battle is nearing its end. Well, yeah, but I think that has more to do with most of the lawyers saying it's over in 2025. And I think a lot of us who've come all this long way and have suffered over the over the years, for us, a half of a year or a year is nothing. It's nothing for this victory, right? To achieve this victory. That's almost no time at all for us. So I think I would lean towards that's what he meant, that it's so close at hand, closer than it's ever been. But I guess some people could interpret that as there's a settlement coming. Alderati's tweet made claims of victory, with the attorney suggesting, quote, victory has 1,000 fathers, unquote. He further commended the efforts of Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse, Chairman Chris Larson, and the entire legal team who stood their ground against the SEC and the nefarious Gensler. I inserted nefarious on. That's just on me. Furthermore, Alderati insisted that Ripple has provided the blueprint for defeating Gensler's regulatory tyranny, and the firm's resilience ensured that the crypto industry, quote, survived, unquote. Lastly, CLO applauded XRP enthusiasts who have supported Ripple's endeavors throughout the years. You know how you thank all of them? As soon as you're done with the SEC, you make those announcements. That's how you thank them. That's what they want. That's what they want to hear. I'm telling you. 2 to 3 banks. 2 to 3 banks. Watch how everybody's minds explode. 2 to 3 banks. That's all. It's a starter. That's a starter. Meanwhile, the tweet sparked speculation among the XRP community, which saw it as a confirmation of widespread rumors of an imminent Ripple settlement with the SEC. Yeah, once again, I don't think he's talking about settlement, although he could be. I think he's just talking about overall victory. We're going to defeat them once and for all. We're going to be unleashed. There's a time for celebration. They can't beat us. He's looked at everything, every possible angle, and there's no way that they can defeat us right now. I think that's how he's looking at it. And so it's a time of celebration for him. That's what I think. So now let's move on here. All right. Little Cardano news. I thought I had Bitcoin first. Where's Bitcoin? I like to do Bitcoin before everything, all the other stuff. Typically. Let me slide Bitcoin here. And then we'll get to Cardano after this. All right. All right. So now it says here, Ex-partner tosses $716 million Bitcoin wallet. Says, quote, tired of hearing about it, unquote. What's this all about? James Howell's $716 million Bitcoin fortune in a landfill. How's that happen? Has sparked legal battles. His ex-partner now claims she followed his instructions to discard the hard drive. So, hard drive? He had a hot wallet, like on a hard drive or something? The saga of James Howell's and his $716 million, 569 million British pounds Bitcoin fortune lost in a Welsh landfill nearly a decade ago has taken a new turn. Halfina Eddie Evans, Howell's former partner, has revealed that she threw away the hard drive containing 8,000 Bitcoin at Howell's request. In an interview with the Daily Mail, Eddie Evans said she threw away the hard drive because Howell's asked her to, and that, quote, losing it was not her fault, unquote. Listen, you know what I take from this? When it comes to digital things, unless you're going to wipe everything clean or you absolutely know the trajectory of whatever's on it, if there's assets on it, why would you throw it away? I wouldn't make hasty decisions at all. There is the quote here somewhere like, oh, I'm tired of hearing about it. A lot of people feel that way. When they hold crypto for a long time or an asset for a long time, they get bored with it. They get frustrated with it. Then they wind up selling it or something like that. Later on, it explodes, right? It goes up in price, and then there's that regret. This happens a lot of times. I've spoken to a lot of people this has happened to. Sometimes you just have to be patient. Also, if it's no harm to you to the point where you're just going to throw it out, when it's even if it's at a lower price, just keep it. In my humble opinion, it's not financial advice. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just saying, I don't know why you wouldn't just keep it. Also, if you're going to do that, here's a good lesson. You do that yourself. Clearly, you don't do this for someone else. Someone asks you, hey, throw out my hot wallet or my hard drive. You don't know what's on it. I would not do it because clearly there's legal implications. Clearly, if there's something on it and you don't know about it, and then later this person has that regret and they want to take their anger out on somebody. Now you're the target. Also, I'll say this. I don't know why anyone would be able to just take your hard drive, or if it's an external hard drive, I'm assuming, why things like that, your phones, hard drives, like not hot wallets, your cold wallets, things like that are not in a safe hidden away where no one else can access it. I don't understand it either. I think everybody should be protecting everything, including their person. You should be protecting that stuff. That stuff should be locked away in a safe where nobody knows where it is, right? And you don't go showing that off either. It's like a lot of people I see. It's like with commodities. You got your gold bars and your silver bars. You don't go telling everybody about it. Number one, you don't let people handle it. That's number two. And you lock that away in a safe. You get yourself. This is not advice. Get yourself a nice safe that nobody knows about. And you put it away and you lock your stuff away. And it's safe there. It's just collecting. Well, I won't say collecting dust, but I like to say that as, it's just sitting there over time, protected. No one knows about it. It's just like wealth. If you make millions of dollars, you're wealthy. Don't go around bragging about it. You're going to make yourself a target. There's people that will take that from you. They'll try to take that from you. You don't want those problems. Just stay humble. You stay humble. Just act like nothing ever happened. I mean, some people are not going to do that. I know. That's just my way. You behave like nothing ever changed. And you live a good life. All right. So now I don't know what's going to happen with this person's Bitcoin. I think it's a little late for finding it in a landfill. This is Howell's later realized the drive contained. How do you forget 8,000 Bitcoin? 8,000 Bitcoin he mined in 2009. How do you forget that? It says a time when, that's like me forgetting XRP or XLM or something. That's not going to happen. Forgetting quant. That's not going to happen. All right. So I don't know about that. It says Newport City Council cited environmental risk and logistical challenges associated with digging through 110,000 tons of waste. You believe that they were going to look for that like a needle in the haystack? What? It's over, buddy. I hate to break it to you. It's over. They're not finding that Bitcoin. It's over. I don't know. I'm just going to move on to another article. I don't know. That's a heck of a situation. Insane situation. So now, A little bit of Cardano news. Hope all you doing fantastic out there. All right. Cardano founder Charles Hoskinson has threatened legal actions. Well, there's a lot of drama going on. What's going on here? What's all this about today? Some strange energies today. Cardano founder Charles Hoskinson has threatened legal actions over the blockchain network's omission from the Wyoming stablecoin project. What's this about? In a November 25th video broadcast on social media platform X, Hoskinson accused the Wyoming Stablecoin Token Commission of favoring certain blockchains and ignoring transparency. He noted that his company, Input Output Global IOG, had served in an advisory capacity for over 18 months, but was not informed about the criteria or procedures for selecting blockchains. So it sounds like they were doing work and believing that by doing that work, they were also going to be included, but then got cut out at the last. People will do that to you. You know, you better ask all the right questions at the beginning before you start participating. Make sure everything is solid. Wyoming is set to debut the US dollar-backed stablecoin Wyoming Stable Token. So it's a regional digital currency, pretty much. Remember, that's a very all-encompassing term. It could be for a company, it could be for a city, it could be for a state, it could be for a country. Local digital currency. The Wyoming Stablecoin Act passed in March 2024 authorized the creation of a commission to oversee the project. The act mandates that the stablecoin will be backed by cash, U.S. Treasuries, and reverse repos, specifying strict maturity limits to maintain liquidity and stability. Hoskinson's comments were ignited after reports emerged that the commission has announced plans to launch its stablecoin using blockchains such as Solana, good pick, Ethereum, solid, Avalanche, Stellar, good pick. Their picks are solid. You can't argue with their picks, are very solid. And several layer 2 solutions, including Polygon, also solid. Somebody knows what they're doing, and optimism. I don't know what optimism is. I've never heard of it. I don't proclaim to know things I don't know. Cardano's absence sparked widespread criticism within the blockchain networks community, considering Hoskinson's longstanding ties to Wyoming blockchain initiatives. Once again, people will cut you out. It doesn't matter how close you think you are to them, how much free work you put in, unless you know solidly they're going to include you. Some people are very, very cutthroat like that. Business is like that. Solana DEX volume hits record high. Is SOL price headed to $300? This is from 8 hours ago. What is the price? What is the price right now? What is it? So this is on Cointelegraph. It says Solana right now is $238. Right now, minus 5.49%. All right, Solana's monthly DEX volume surpasses $100 billion for the first time, fueled by high network activity and the meme coin frenzy. That's interesting because I haven't heard much about meme coins at all. Maybe it's just not making my news feed, but I haven't heard much about meme coins at all lately. It's been all about the regular cryptos, but doesn't mean it's not happening. Solana native token SOL surged 61.5% between November 5th and November 22nd, hitting new all-time highs at $263. This rally mirrored broader altcoin gains, which rose by 58% as Bitcoin nearly reached the $100,000 milestone. The bullish momentum is mostly attributed to a lot of the political things going on around the world. It says Layer 1 blockchain Solana has clocked record-breaking DEX volume on multiple timeframes, according to data from DeFi Llama. All right, so it says here, this is nearly twice as much as the monthly DEX volume of $55 billion on the Ethereum mainnet and represents a 109% increase from October's trading volume of $52.5 billion. All right, so we're going to end off right there. So now that you have that information, what are you going to do with it? I know what I'm going to do with it. So until next time, everybody, let's get to the money.